You want to start with the interview?
Is this okay level-wise?
Level-wise okay, Dick? He said it's fine.
Good.
Okay. Why don't we just start with the show? We can do the promos when we're done. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, first show.
Now, how are we going to work this?
Okay.
Jim Pewter program number 3344 for Wednesday.
Hi and welcome, this is Jim Pewter. Like I promised you, Jeff Berry is here, the man that wrote so many great hits throughout the 50s and 60s. And here's one right now. Jeff wrote in 1964, it became #1. Let's welcome Manfred Mann.
There she was, just walking down the street singing. Snapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Before I knew it, she was walking next to me singing. Holding my hand just as natural as can be singing. We walked on to my door, we walked on to my door, then we kissed a little more. Oh, I knew we was falling in love. Yes, I did, and so I told her all the things I've been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day singing. We're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay singing. Well, I'm hers, she's mine, I'm hers, she's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Oh, I knew we was falling in love. Yes, I did, and so I told her all the things I've been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day singing. Oh, we're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay singing. Well, I'm hers, she's mine, I'm hers, she's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Oh, yeah. Do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-do. We'll sing it. Do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-do. Do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-do.
Hey, doo-wah, diddy-diddy, Manfred Mann, #1 song. Jeff Berry's here in person. He wrote the song. Welcome, Jeff.
Hi, how are you, Jim?
I introduced you earlier in saying that you wrote hits in the 50s. Now, you started really in the 60s.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, the first hit I had was in the 60s, but technically you're right. I think I probably wrote Tell Laura I Love Her, which was my first hit, in the end of 1959, but
Okay.
it was recorded and released in 1960.
All right. You got together with your wife at the time, Ellie Greenwich,
Right.
with a group called the Raindrops. That's what you called the group. And you did the bass voice in that, right?
Bow, bow, bow,
Did it,
Yeah,
right?
that was it.
And The Kind of Boy You Can't Forget, 1963. You did a lot of shows with the Raindrops, didn't you?
Yes, I personally didn't. I decided not to go out on the road. I was a little uncomfortable with it for some reason. We found this really great-looking guy, and everybody was lip-syncing in those days, so he just had to lip-sync my part,
Yeah.
and I stayed home.
Yeah, this is the way it was. Jeff Berry staying home. He's here now. Wrote the song, sang with the Raindrops, and he wrote so many other great hits. He's going to be here up until Friday. The Kind of Boy You Can't Forget.
I remember when I first saw him. Something told me that I couldn't ignore him. And I've been dreaming of him every night ever since we met. 'Cause he's the kind of boy you can't forget. I remember when I first kissed him. He touched my hand
That's Jeff Berry, right? I often wonder if that was you. He wrote it, produced it. Yeah, see? Looking at your bio, as they say. Songs written and produced, songs written. It's incredible. Coming up during the week, you'll be hearing the Ronettes, Dixie Cup, Shangri-Las, Neil Diamond. Jeff Berry discovered Neil. Wrote a hit for the Monkees, I'm a Believer. Raindrops Will Be Back. Tommy James and the Shondells. Jeff Berry wrote Hanky Panky. Also a classic by Ike and Tina Turner. River Deep Mountain High. Archie, Sugar Sugar. And Olivia Newton-John's I Honestly Love You. Songs written by our guest, Jeff Berry. Pleasure to have him here. Okay, your first hit, Jeff, was Tell Laura I Love Her, Ray Peterson. Was there a Laura in your life that inspired the song?
No. I've known a few since, but at the time, I think Laura just is a nice-sounding word. I've always liked the name Laura. I don't know why I named my daughter Lisa, but there's always been a good word, and Tell Laura I Love Her works better than, say, Tell Shirley I Love Her.
Okay. Yeah. And you wrote this in around late 59. It became a hit for Ray in 60.
Yes, that was very exciting. The first hit, it seemed so easy, to have a hit.
Laura and Tommy were lovers. He wanted to give her everything. Flowers, presents, and most of all, a wedding ring. He saw a sign for a stock car race, $1,000 prize it read. He couldn't get Laura on the phone, so to her mother Tommy said, Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura I may be late. I've something to do that cannot wait. He drove his car to the racing ground. He was the youngest driver there. The crowd roared as they started the race. Round the track they drove at a deadly pace. No one knows what happened that day, how his car overturned in flames. But as they pulled him from the twisted wreck, with his dying breath, they heard him say, Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura not to cry. My love for her will never die. Now in the chapel, well, Laura prays for her Tommy who passed away. It was just for Laura he lived and died. Alone in the chapel she can hear him cry, Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura not to cry. My love for her will never die. Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura.
Ray Peterson. The song was written by our in-person guest, Jeff Berry. Tell Laura I Love Her. Did you present that song to Ray Peterson or his manager as a demonstration record, Jeff?
No, actually, I played it live for them. At the time, his producer, which is Hugo and Luigi on RCA, they were thinking of recording me, which is what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a singer myself, and they asked me if I had any songs I was writing that they could do with Ray, and I played them Tell Laura, and that was it.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Ray Peterson?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about him in as long as I can remember.
Was that the only chart record you had with Ray?
Yes.
Okay. We have Gene McDaniels coming up next and a song Jeff Berry wrote. Keep your future off the rocks. Buy United States saving bonds through the payroll savings plan, and you'll be surprised how fast your money grows. Whatever idea comes to mind, like a new car or a new home, can come true with bonds. They're a great way to keep your head above water. Jeff Berry, songwriter and record producer, he's had a very successful career, still writing hits. And how did it feel after having a chart record with Ray Peterson? Imagine it changed your life, made you feel a little better inside, and maybe the creative juices started to flow more. You can say, hey, I can do some more hits now, right?
Well, I don't remember what my thought process was at the time, and I was 19, and it all seemed a bit like magic. I remember I used to wear a shirt and tie when I would go into the publisher's office every day and write, and as I had more and more hits, I would dress sloppier and sloppier until I got to the point where I could, wear jeans and a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It seemed to work just the opposite. It all seemed to just happen very smoothly, very unplanned, and I think I had some good guidance, people around me, and just had a great time, which I'm still doing. It all seems like a real good deal.
Mm-hmm. Do you write the words and the music?
I do both, yes. Most of the time I do collaborate. Mm-hmm. I can do both and have done both, but it's more fun to work with someone. You don't. It's easier to show off, which is really what songwriting is about. You show off, and it's harder to show off for yourself. Also, when I write myself, I find that I don't so much. It's easier to say, "Well, I'll meet you later," if I'm talking to myself.
You play piano?
I play piano and a little guitar.
Mm-hmm. 1962, Gene McDaniels was having a lot of hits for Liberty Records, 100 Pounds of Clay, and this one here, Chip Chip. How did you get this tune to him or to Liberty Records?
I think it was just on a demo sent in by the publisher. This particular song means one thing to me. It went to number 11 with a bullet, and it never went to number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Never went top 10. I never knew why, but that's what Chip Chip, the first thing that I think of.
Okay, Gene McDaniels, written by Jeff.
From one little kiss and a lot of loving, you build a big mansion of love. High on a hill of happiness with someone that you've been dreaming of. You build a wall all around with a lot of loving all around your mansion of love. Then one day you hear a strange little sound trying to tear your mansion down. Whoa, 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 chip, chip, you tell a little lie. Chip, chip, you make your baby cry. Chip, chip, you cheat a little bit. Chip, chip, you quarrel over it. Oh, one day you're gonna discover one little wrong leads to another. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love. One little spark when it starts to glowing can warm a big mansion of love. One little wrong brings on the gloom, puts a chill in a heavy room. Whoa, 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 chip, chip, you tell a little lie. Chip, chip, you make your baby cry. Chip, chip, you cheat a little bit. Chip, chip, you quarrel over it. Oh, one day you're gonna discover one little wrong leads to another. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love. Chip, chip, a chipping away.
That's Gene McDaniels. This is Jim Pewter playing your favorites. Jeff Berry is here, popular songwriter and record producer. He wrote that song, Chip Chip. Gene McDaniels, 1963 we're moving into right now. It was a great year for Jeff Berry and Ellie Greenwich team who wrote so many hits. The Ron Crystals and Phil Spector produced it. Oh, how did you get to meet Phil? And I imagine that was an interesting collaboration.
Well,
huh?
I was signed as a writer, as Ellie was, to Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller's company, who had written more hits than just about anybody, and it was fabulous to be working with them. And they knew Phil, and Phil was through the office a lot, and we met, and it just was a very natural affiliation. We would fly out to Los Angeles a lot, and he would be in New York a lot, and we wrote at least one hit for every one of his artists at the time.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
This song has been covered by a lot of artists down through the years, and who came up with the title, "The Do Run Run"? Is that just from a kind of a riff of a rock and roll tune? Maybe.
Yeah, well, I like to feel that I didn't. It says, and when I walked him home, the do run. I was pretty naive in those days, and I didn't know what happened when you walk somebody home. So I just kind of made it up. It's like a fill in the blank,
Right.
kind of a thing, and I was probably the one who came up with those little word sounds, just because I think they're good little hooks and handles. And as I do today, I write songs for young people, and I try to make them fun and entertaining. And I think that if you never heard something before, it'll catch your ear.
Yeah. Okay, Crystals, written by Jeff Berry. "The Do Run Run." That's the Crystals. "The Do Run Run," featuring Darlene Love, written by Jeff Berry, Allie Greenwich, and Phil Spector.
Yes.
The dynamic threesome. And Leader of the Pack is a successful Broadway play, which Darlene Love is in, and you co-wrote that song back in '64. And
Yes.
we'll be playing that. When are we going to be playing The Leader of the Pack? That's coming up, I believe, tomorrow. We have another Crystals song. When you started writing with Phil and having hits, and along with Ellie at the time, there was just so many artists that Phil was involved with that I guess it kept you busy around that time.
We had no time to do anything but what we were doing as far as the record business went. I mean, we were writing practically everything on Phil's label. Had our own label called Redbird Records with the Dixie Cups and the Shangri-Las and a few other acts on it. And we were writing for Leslie Gore and a whole bunch of other people. It was incredibly hectic.
Describe a day in the life of Jeff Berry. How late would you sleep in the morning? Because I know you'd be working a lot of times late at night. But say around '63 and '64, what was your schedule like?
Sleeping was not one of the things that we did a whole lot of. I would say we were up, and we had an apartment in Manhattan and an office in the Brill Building, the famous Brill Building. And as I recall, we never went in the kitchen of the apartment. I mean that. I don't think it was ever used for anything. Probably the stove was never turned on. We would eat all meals out, and half of them would be in the studio. And a lot of times we were in California with Phil, but we were either at the piano, in the studio making demos, or making records, or on an airplane, or in the studio in California. I won't get into the whole story, but there was a mistaken identity thing in New York at the time. Someone was killed, and they witnesses said that he wounded his assailant, and I had broken my little finger the night that this happened. And just through checking hospitals, they routinely wanted to find this guy who broke his finger and thought of. They couldn't find me for 10 days. They finally came to my apartment about 6 o'clock in the morning. The only way they could get a hold of me. That's the police department.
Well, I'm glad you're here because you've got great stories and memories to share with us, and so many hits you've written down through the years, and your songs have been special to us, so we're showcasing them right now. After "Da Do Ron Ron" by the Crystals, they had another hit which you wrote, "Then He Kissed Me," which has become a real teen classic down through the years, and it still sounds good today. I remember hearing this when I was in Minnesota on my way to Fort Gordon, Georgia in the Army, and hearing "Then He Kissed Me" by the Crystals, and sounded great. Still does today. Should we listen to it again?
Please.
Okay.
Well, he walked up to me and he asked me if I wanted to dance. He looked kinda nice, and so I said I might take a chance. When he danced, he held me tight, and when he walked me home that night, all the stars were shining bright, and then he kissed me. Each time I saw him, I couldn't wait to see him again. I wanted to let him know that he was more than a friend. I didn't know just what to do, so I whispered, "I love you." He said that he loved me too, and then he kissed me. He kissed me in a way that I've never been kissed before. Kissed me in a way that I wanna be kissed forevermore. I knew that he was mine, so I gave him all the love that I had. And one day he took me home to meet his mom and his dad. Then he asked me to be his bride and always be right by his side. Felt so happy I almost cried, and then he kissed me. Then he asked me to be his bride and always be right by his side. Felt so happy I almost cried, and then he kissed me. And then he kissed me. And then he kissed me.
Then He Kissed Me. Crystals. Jeff Berry's my special guest. He's going to be with us up until Friday. Let's showcase what's going to be on tomorrow with Jeff. I'm looking at my list here and I don't have it. Oh yeah, tomorrow, Jeff Berry. "Baby I Love You," Ronettes. We're also going to have Dixie Cups, "Chapel of Love." Jeff wrote that hit, was #1. Shangri-La's, Neil Diamond, Monkeys. And we'll continue on up until Friday. Then He Kissed Me. Let's talk about Darlene Love. She's such a talent. She's been around a long time. Finally, she's getting some recognition now as Darlene Love. And I know you worked with her and wrote songs for her along with Phil. He was involved with producing the songs, and you were writing. And she's on Broadway with Leader of the Pack.
Yes, absolutely. She's the star.
She's good.
Getting wonderful reviews, and it's doing her a lot of good and putting her terrific talent back in the spotlight. I mean, there's no reason why she shouldn't have a comeback, as did Tina Turner.
That's right. When the Crystals had "Then He Kissed Me," Darlene Love was singing with the Crystals, and she also had a solo hit that Jeff Berry wrote called "Wait Till My Bobby Gets Home." And when Darlene was here, I asked her if Bobby ever got home. She says, "No, still waiting for Bobby." It's coming up next. Jeff Berry's my special guest, and this is Jim Pewter. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Marion Ross for the Dodd System. Our high schools continuously take stock of the total education process, and every 5 years, this self-evaluation is certified by an independent team of educators. That means accreditation, and it ensures that the Dodd system provides your children with excellence in education.
We're building tomorrow today. You've been calling on me every day, ever since my Bobby went away. You've been knocking on my front door, and I know just what you're looking for. But even though you really look so fine, and we could have a good time, I'm gonna wait till my Bobby gets home. Wait till my baby gets home. Yeah, 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 you better leave me alone. Sure, we need some loving and a kissing and a hugging, but I'll wait until my Bobby gets home. You wanna take me to a movie show? I gotta tell you that I just can't go. I know Bobby's gonna call tonight. I wanna tell him everything's alright. So no, I haven't got a thing to do, and I'm so lonely and blue. I'm gonna wait till my Bobby gets home. Wait till my baby gets home. Yeah, 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 you better leave me alone. Sure, we need some loving and a kissing and a hugging, but I'll wait until my Bobby gets home. I'm gonna wait till my Bobby gets home. Wait till my baby gets home. Oh, yeah, 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 you better leave me alone. Sure, we need some loving and a kissing and a hugging, but I'll wait until my Bobby gets home. Oh, oh, wait until my Bobby gets home. Oh, wait until my Bobby gets home.
Wait till you hear what we have tomorrow. Jeff Berry, special guest, songwriter and producer. We'll have the Ronettes, Dixie Cups, Shangri-Las. And Jeff, thanks for your time, and
My pleasure.
we'll catch up on more of your activities tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right, keep it straight ahead. This is Jim Pewter. Bye-bye.
Jim Pewter program number 3340. Jim Pewter program 3345 for Thursday.
Hello, this is Jim Pewter. My special in-person guest is songwriter and record producer Jeff Berry. He wrote this song for the Ronettes. We've been playing it for many years. It's one of their best. Be My Baby, 1963.
The night we met, I knew I needed you so. And if I had the chance, I'd never let you go. So won't you say you love me? I'll make you so proud of me. We'll make them turn their head every place we go. So won't you please
That's the Ronettes. Phil Spector produced it. Our special guest wrote it along with Phil and Ellie and Jeff Berry. Hello.
Hi, how y'all doing today?
Be My Baby. You wrote another hit for the Ronettes, Baby I Love You, and it was also a hit for Andy Kim.
Yeah, about, I guess 5 or 6 years later, Andy was on my label, and I realized that lyric could work either way for a boy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And we cut it and had another #1 record, went gold again.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, Jeff, when you were growing up in New York, when did you decide you wanted to be a songwriter? Were you a poet when you were in school, writing lyrics?
Well, I've always sung, and I've always written songs, although I didn't really know that. I never thought of songwriting as a career. I wanted to be a singer. And I would write, I never studied music, so I would write little songs for myself and my little group to sing. And once interviewing for a singing gig, I was playing songs I had written, and the person I was playing for was a music publisher, and that's how it started. He was interested in the songs more than the singer. Mm. There is a song I wrote when I was 7, supposedly my mother has written down somewhere.
Oh, I see, in a drawer somewhere,
yes.
Right? Baby I Love You, another one of your songs. Came out right after Be My Baby, and Ronnie and the Ronettes were very popular at the time. Mm-hmm. Ronnie's still living in New York, does shows from time to time, but they were real hot, I remember, on the road and everything.
When they were in England, a group opened for them called the Rolling Stones.
That's right, yeah. Jeff wrote it. Baby I Love You, Ronettes. Thank you, Jeff Berry, for writing that song. Touched our lives. Baby, I Love You, Ronnie Spector. Jeff is our in-person guest, and he just told me something really interesting while that was being played for you, that there's going to be a movie that you're going to be involved with.
Yes, Motown and some people are going to make a major motion picture on the life story of Ronnie.
Well, that's good. So
with all the original music and plus some new songs.
Mm-hmm. We're going to bring on the Dixie Cups in just a few seconds, another song you wrote in 1964. Emphysema, you've heard the word before, but what does it mean? Emphysema isn't a new wonder drug or a yoga position. Your lung association calls emphysema breath robber number 1. It's a serious lung disease that can take your breath away. Since smoking's an enemy of your lungs, cigarettes and emphysema go together like candy and tooth decay. And the lungs have tiny sweepers that get rid of dirt and soot. And the lungs have tiny sweepers that get rid of dirt and soot. And cigarettes stop these sweepers cold, allowing dirt and mucus to build up. Early detection's a plus with emphysema. For example, you may get a cough you can't shake, or maybe you get short of breath after simple exercise. Don't ignore these warnings. Remember, your doctor can help you breathe easier. The defense of your lungs is a matter of life and breath. And this is Jim Pewter. When you wrote a lot of these songs, you were writing for a teenage audience, basically, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then as the years go by, you meet people who grew up with your songs, and they're like in their 30s or early 40s now.
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, I am married to a lady who was one of the people buying the records at the time. Yeah. And it's kind of nice because everybody seems to have fond memories of the times.
Now, you always wrote respectfully about love, like you mentioned while the tune was on, and they usually get married at the end of the tune.
Yeah. That seemed to be the thing to do in those days, for sure.
Like Chapel of Love, Dixie Cups. You wrote this song, and it was originally done by the Ronettes on their album with Phil Spector, I remember, because I played a version of that.
Yeah, Phil cut a version of it with them and didn't like the way it came out, and I said, well, I think we'll cut that over here on Redbird Records with our little group. And it was the first record on Redbird Records, as a matter of fact, and it went number 1 against the Beatles. They had to be satisfied with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the charts, and we held number 1 for quite a while.
These are the Dixie Cups.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. We really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Spring is here, the sky is blue. Whoa, birds all sing as if they knew. Today's the day we'll say I do, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Bells will ring, the sun will shine. Whoa, I'll be his and he'll be mine. We'll love until the end of time, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's where a lot of us wind up. Chapel of Love, Dixie Cups, written by our special in-person guest, Jeff Berry. That was number 1 in 1964. And you also produced that song.
Co-produced it with about 13, 14 other people, it seems, yes.
How long did that take to complete? that session?
Well, most of the time in those days, we would try to cut 3 songs in 3 hours. Once in a while, we would spend the entire 3 hours is the length of a recording session. That's what you have the musicians for. Anything over that's overtime. You know? So most of the time, it was 3 hours or less.
Now, back in 63 and 4, was everything done live, or were you laying down musical tracks?
Oh, no, we'd always lay down tracks and then overdub
The voices.
vocals later.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, we'd overdub many things like the finger snaps and tambourine parts. The things we'd lay down first would be like drums, bass, guitar, and piano.
You were writing for a lot of the girl groups, Crystals and Dixie Cups, Ronettes, and next we have the Shangri-Las, and I'll let you tell the story behind this great classic. Remember Walking in the Sand, Jeff Berry.
Well, the Shangri-Las came into the office one day with a guy named George Morton, who we dubbed Shadow Morton because you could turn around, he'd disappear, and wouldn't show up for another couple of weeks, literally. He still does that to this day. And that was kind of his concept. He was very James Dean in those days. He drove a motorcycle. He gave me my first motorcycle after we started having hits. And I went through about 13 of them. And my last one about 6 years ago, and that's it. No more motorcycles. And those were little operettas we were making. We try to... It was real radio then. There weren't any... it wasn't MTV. And we were trying to make little movies in the 3 minutes we were allotted to have your ears. We were trying to make you picture the little stories that were going on with sound effects, and we try to make the stories a little bit more interesting and a little more visual, and it kind of worked for a while.
Seems like the other day, my baby went away. He went away, crossed the sea. It's been 2 years or so since I saw my baby go, and then this letter came for me. He said that we were through. He found somebody new. Let me think, what can I do? Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Remember, walking in the sand. Remember, walking hand in hand. Remember, the night was so exciting. Remember, smile was so inviting. Remember, then he touched my cheek. Remember, with his fingertips, softly, softly we'd meet with our lips. Whatever happened to the boy that I once knew? The boy who said he'd be true. Oh, what will happen to life I gave to you? What will I do with it now? Remember, walking in the sand. Remember, walking hand in hand. Remember, the night was so exciting. Remember, the smile was so inviting. Remember, then he touched
Walking along the beach with the Shangri-Las, Jeff Berry wrote the song. He's our special guest. This is Jim Pewter, Walking in the Sand. Next we have Leader of the Pack, Shangri-Las' #1 song in 64, which has become a Broadway play, and Jeff Berry, of course, co-wrote the tune, along with Ellie Greenwich at the time. Did you ever think back in 64 that years later, almost 20-some years, there will be a Broadway play, and it would be called Leader of the Pack? You know?
Never.
Yeah.
The show consists of all the songs that Ellie and I wrote in the 3 years that we were married and writing together, and it's quite a thrill. I suppose it would have been... I never saw the show, actually.
You haven't? No.
And I don't think I will. I think it's closed, or
Yeah.
just about to.
Leader of the Pack, when you wrote that song, were you inspired by the Cheers record, Black Denim Trousers, came out in 55. And remember Marlon Brando was in that movie, The Wild One? Any of that come to mind when you were writing that?
Well, it's hard not to be aware of those other motorcycle influences and what they call death songs and so on. I mean, having written Tell All I Love Her myself, a death song. But I must say that the main inspiration of the song was George Morton's, who was a motorcycle kind of guy and really lived that kind of part, and to this day is the same kind of character. He's a real, somewhere between Clint Eastwood and James Dean.
All right. We got the leader of the pack next. This is Jim Pewter. Special guest is Jeff Berry.
What's the word for the Armed Forces Radio and Television Service? Today, the word is farce. It means satirical comedy, absurdity, or mockery. Today's farce can be seen on the burlesque stage and in some of our modern comic films. We sometimes use farce in a more cynical sense. The justice system has become a farce. Farce comes from the Latin word farsa, meaning force meat or to stuff dressing into meat. During the 1400s, farce entered the English language and was used in both the culinary and comedic sense. Drama of the Middle Ages would be interspersed with brief, often rowdy comic interludes between the acts of a more serious play. One could say that farce as comedy and farce as stuffing each have two common requirements. They must both be light and well seasoned in order to be digested. That's the word for the Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Is she really going out with him?
Well, there she is. Let's ask her.
Betty, is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing?
Mm-hmm. Gee, it must be great riding with him.
Is he picking you up after school today?
Mm-mm.
By the way, where'd you meet him?
I met him at the candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture?
Yes, we see.
That's when I fell for the leader of the pack. My folks were always putting him down.
Down, down.
They said he came from the wrong side of town.
What you mean when you say that he came from the wrong side of town?
They told me he was bad, but I knew he was sad. That's why I fell for the leader of the pack. One day my dad said, find someone new. I had to tell my Jim you with
What you mean when you say that you better go find somebody new?
He stood there and asked me why, but all I could do was cry. I'm sorry I hurt you, leader of the pack.
He sort of smiled and kissed me goodbye. The tears were beginning to show. As he drove away on that rainy night, I begged him to go slow. Whether he heard, I'll never know.
Look out, look out, look out, look out! I felt so helpless, what could I do? Remembering all the things we've been through. In school they all stop and stare. I can't hide my tears, but I don't care. I'll never forget him, the leader of the pack.
Gone but not forgotten. He'll be back to drag for beers, as we used to say. I remember that scene, Marlon Brando and Lee Marvin. Let's go drag for beers, Johnny. Yeah. Leader of the pack, number one. Jeff Berry is our special guest. And now we're going to bring on Neil Diamond. And you discovered him, didn't you, Jeff?
Yes, Ellie and I were up at, we had Redbird Records at the time, And we saw him in a demo studio. And we're song-oriented. I certainly believe the basis of most hit records is the song. And he's a great writer. And if a writer can sing at all, they usually can interpret their songs best. And brought him to Burt Burns at Bang Records. And within 1 year, he was the #1 up-and-coming male artist. And then at the end of 2 years, he was the #1 male artist in the world.
Yeah, and you produced this side.
Yes.
His first hit, Solitary Man. Neil Diamond.
Belinda was mine till the time that I found her holding Jim and loving him. Then Sue came along, loved me strong, that's what I thought. Yeah, me and Sue, that died too.
Neil Diamond. Neil was discovered by our in-person guest, Jeff Berry, Solitary Man. Next, we have the Record of the Year, 66, written by Jeff Berry and produced.
Written by Neil Diamond.
By Neil Diamond, okay.
I produced it, though, yes.
Yeah, it was Record of the Year. Monkeys, yeah. Should we listen to it?
I hope so.
Yeah, okay. Neil, are you listening? Okay.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, and for someone else, but not for me. Our love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love solid face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. It's a solid face. Now I'm a believer. I'm not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Music and memories from songwriter Jeff Berry will continue tomorrow. Raindrops, Tommy James, Ike and Tina Turner, Andy Kim, Archies, and you're listening to Sugar Sugar, not by the Archies, but by Sandy Nelson. And you'll join us again tomorrow, Jeff.
I hope so.
Okay, because I got all the music ready and waiting for you to tell the stories behind the hits, okay?
See you then.
Yeah, keep it straight ahead. This is Jim Pewter. Bye-bye.
Jim Pewter, program number 3346 for Friday.
Let's go. This is Jim Pewter. We've made it through Friday, TGIF. Jeff Berry's been our special guest, songwriter and record producer, and he's written so many hits from the 60s, 70s, and right on into the 80s. This was his first as an artist and a songwriter and producer, all three. Yeah. Raindrops. What a guy, yeah.
Bow, 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 did it, did it, did it, did boom, 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 did it, did it, did it, boom, 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 boom.
See him every day. He passed my way. What can I do? Oh, what a guy. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. He's sweet and gentle. What a guy. He's sentimental. What a guy. Here he comes again. He'll smile and then should I smile too? Oh, what a guy. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. His head is wavy. What a guy. He drives me crazy. What a guy. I wanna tell him, yeah, that I really love him. Oh yeah, tell him that I really care. Give him all my love to share. Want him so much I could die. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a guy. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. He's sweet and gentle. What a guy. He's sentimental. What a guy.
Oh, I can dig it. What a guy. Jeff Berry. Ellie Greenwich was in the group. Who else?
Ellie's sister went on stage with her.
But you never went on stage.
No. I did the bass voice on the records, and for TV appearances, we had someone else whose name I forget at the moment, but he was really great looking. He had all kinds of hair, and he would lip sync the bass part. You know, he was about 6 years old. He looked too young to do it, but I think I didn't want to go on stage for some reason.
It's been great having you on all week.
I've enjoyed it.
Showcasing your songs. Ronettes, Shangri-Las, and so many of the artists that you've worked with and produced. Neil Diamond. Next, we have Tommy James and the Shondells. This had to be one of the biggest hits of 1966. Hanky Panky. And you wrote it with Ellie.
Yes, we wrote it in 10 minutes, literally in the hall.
Where?
While we gave in New York, we were in the studio recording, and we had an extra several minutes with the band left over. And we went out in the hall, wrote Hanky Panky, and came back in and taught it to the band and cut it as a B-side. Tommy James heard it on one of the Raindrops records. It was a B-side of a Raindrops record, and he went in the studio and cut it and had his first hit with it.
What were the chord changes on this? Do you remember?
On this one, no. Probably just 3 chords on this one. We kept it simple so we could teach the band quickly, you know.
Here are Tommy James and the Shondells.
My baby does the hanky panky. Yeah, my baby does the hanky panky. My baby does the hanky panky. My baby does the hanky panky. Hey, my baby does the hanky panky. My baby does the hanky panky. Walking on down the line. Yeah, you know I saw her for the very first time. A pretty little girl standing all alone. Baby, can I take you home? I never saw her, never saw her. My baby does the hanky panky. Yeah, my baby does the hanky panky. Walking on down the line. Yeah, you know I saw her for the very first time. A pretty little girl standing all alone. Hey, baby, can I take you home? I never saw her, never saw her. Get real low inside now. Hey, my baby does the hanky panky. Yeah, my baby does the hanky panky.
Hanky Panky, Tommy James and the Shondells with Jim Pewter. The song was written by Jeff Berry, our special guest, and Ellie Greenwich. Came out in '66. 10 minutes, huh? That's it for the song?
Yeah, that's it.
And Tommy had a lot of hits after that. That was his first. Minnie Spotted Wolf was not a big woman. She weighed all of 114 pounds when she showed up in front of a military recruiter in World War II, but it was obvious that she had a mind and heart that commanded attention. Back on her father's ranch in Montana, she had grown up cutting fence posts, driving a 2-ton truck, and breaking wild horses to earn her payday. She joined the U.S. Marines in July 1943 at age 20. When asked about boot camp, she said, "It was hard, but not too hard, compared with life on the ranch." Minnie Spotted Wolf served with distinction in World War II, the first full-blooded American Indian to join the Women Marines. She made a special kind of history some 40 years ago, and is honored by all service members for her contribution to America's military heritage. Women have served in the American Armed Forces since the days of the Revolutionary War. It's a tradition as old as our nation and as up to date as the modern military. Jeff Berry sitting in with yours truly, and we're reminiscing on a lot of the songs he wrote and produced down through the years. This next song was not a hit in America at the time, It became a smash in England by Ike and Tina Turner. In reality, it's really Tina featured on this song.
Yes, Ike wasn't even around.
No. River Deep, Mountain High. And you co-wrote this with Ellie and Phil?
Ellie and Phil, yes.
Yeah. And were you at the session when they put this
Oh,
together?
sure. Yeah, I was at most of the sessions banging on something, playing
yeah.
percussion or doing background or something.
Monumental sound on this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember Phil was really upset that it wasn't a hit here. I think it was number one in most countries of the world eventually. I think Deep Purple, a group called Deep Purple, had a top 10 record with it years and years later.
Well, Phil dropped out of the music business after this didn't really happen for him.
Pretty much, yeah. He was a little upset.
Yeah. Describe your writing session with Phil on this particular tune.
Well, on this particular one, Phil came over to our apartment because he was just late too often, and we told him, Phil, next time you come to our place. And he came over wearing mittens. I remember it was a cold winter day in New York, and we sat overlooking Manhattan and wrote River Deep, Mountain High, and it was just wonderful to hear what Tina did with it.
When I was a little girl, I had a rag doll, only doll I've ever owned. Now I love you just the way I love that rag doll, but only now my love has grown, and it gets stronger in every way, and it gets deeper. Let me say, and it gets higher. Be my love. I love you, yeah, River Deep, I'm high, yeah, yeah. I lost you, but I cried. Oh, I love you, baby, baby. When you were a young boy, did you have a puppy that always followed you around? Well, I'm gonna be as faithful as that puppy. No, I'll never let you down. 'Cause it goes on like a river flows, and it gets bigger, baby, and heaven knows, and it gets sweeter, baby, as it grows. And I love you, you're mine. Yeah, River Deep, I'm high, yeah, yeah. I lost you, but I cried. Oh, I love you, I love you, baby, like a flower loves the spring, and I love you, baby, like a robin loves to sing, and I love you, baby, like a schoolboy loves his band, and I love you, baby, river deep, mountain high.
Wow. Tina Turner, River Deep, Mountain High, co-written by Jeff Berry. And Jeff is here. Were you at the session when she did the vocal track?
The vocal I don't remember. Certainly when we cut the track, though, yeah, I was banging on probably a kick drum overdub or something.
We mentioned early on in the interview a couple of days ago what instruments you played, but tell the people again, Jeff, as a songwriter and producer.
Well, I never studied music, but I can get along on keyboards and a little guitar, and I play all percussion instruments and sing. So as it all helps in producing, I have played those instruments on many of the records I produced back in those days. Today we have some drum machines that I don't have to play real drums. The drum machines today put you right on time. You never make a mistake.
That's right. Another artist that you discovered, I believe that's true, and also produced hits for and wrote a lot of the songs for this particular man, Andy Kim, very popular in the late 60s. And was this the first How Did We Ever Get This Way?
Yes, it was. He was on my label. It was Steed Records, and this was the first record, and we were on the charts for 2 or 3 years. With about everything. Today he's Baron Longfellow. He has his own label in Canada and nominated for a Canadian Grammy. He's doing just great. I think the song you're going to do, How Did We Ever Get This Way, just has 1 chord in it.
Really?
But a lot of arrangement and production. It might have 2 chords for a little bit, but you'll see.
Andy Kim.
Look at you, baby, look at me. So in love we used to be. But now it's just a memory. Baby, how'd we ever get this way? Baby, how'd we ever get this way? Well, I recall when things were fine, and every day that sun would shine. When I was yours and you were mine, baby, how'd we ever get this way? Tell me, baby, how'd we ever get this way? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, remember how it used to was before the roving eye of love. Why does it do the way it does? Baby, how'd we ever get this way? Tell me, baby, how'd we ever get this way? Time and time again, I wonder why it all began. Tell me, how's it gonna end? Baby, how'd we ever get this way? Tell me, baby, how'd we ever get it? Baby, how'd we ever get it? Baby, how'd we ever get this way? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la,
That's Andy Kim. How Did We Ever Get This Way? 2 chords that song has.
2, yes, I'm sorry.
Jeff Berry wrote it and produced it. And along with Andy Kim, you put together a tune called Sugar Sugar. Right?
Yes, Archie's wrote the song for 3 and 4-year-olds sitting on the floor watching Saturday morning television.
Yeah, right.
Turned out to be record of the year, believe it or not. 11 million singles.
Yeah. Don Kirshner's label. Yeah. Was there ever an Archie's group that went on the road?
Nothing official. We understand that there were several, especially in the South, Archie groups all claiming to be the Archies, and it wasn't too much we could do about it.
This is the original, Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you, honey, oh sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you.
kissed you, girl, I knew how sweet a kiss could be. I know how sweet a kiss can be. Like the summer sunshine, pour your sweetness over me. Pour your sweetness over me. Oh, sugar, sugar on it, honey. Pour little sugar on it, baby.
I'm gonna make your life so sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pour little sugar on it. Oh, yeah. Pour little sugar on it, honey. Pour little sugar on it, baby.
Happy song, Archie's. Produced by Jeff Berry, co-written by Jeff. Also, Andy Kim was involved as a writer on that song.
Yeah, we wrote it, yeah.
Ron Dante was singing lead.
Yes, got paid scale. Didn't get a royalty for it.
Did you hear that, folks?
Unfortunately for him.
Yeah. And you mentioned how this tune came out and it was like released to the jocks and it didn't happen right away.
It was the second Archie's record, and the Archies, of course, was a cartoon group, non-existent, and we had a top 10 record, and this one came out, and radio, I guess, was kind of saying, hey, guys, you know, the group doesn't really exist, and it wasn't really getting played anywhere, and the promotion man in San Francisco covered up the label and brought it to a station, and they agreed to play it for a week. And then he told them who it was, and they played it anyway, and it busted out of San Francisco, which was the hippie capital of the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the year was 1969.
Right.
This is Jim Pewter along with Jeff Berry. Next we have Robin McNamara from 1970, a song that you produced. Did you write this tune?
Yes, I wrote it with Robin, and the record came out, and everyone said, who is she? And it never occurred to me that they thought that Robin McNamara was a girl. But I suppose that did contribute somewhat to the interest in the record, since Lay a Little Lovin' on Me by a Girl is more interesting, isn't it?
Right. We'll hear it next with Robin right after this.
I'm going to tell you something about myself that's very private. It's very personal. When I was growing up, I was left on my own a lot by my parents. And when I wasn't neglected, I was beaten by my mother. It's not a very pretty story, and it never ends. It doesn't go away. That pain stays with you. Knowing that the person who loved you the most hurt you the most. But the part that hurts more than anything else is that my dad didn't do anything to stop it. He didn't speak up and say, enough. Not one person did anything. I'm sure they all had their reasons, but there were no excuses. If you think a child is the victim of abuse, do something about it. You can't just close your eyes to it. Get help. Contact the family advocacy representative at your medical treatment facility.
Can't you see that I'm on your love? Now, can't you see? Can't you see how much you need some more love, baby? Can't you see? Oh, now, can't you see? Ever since we kissed that night, ever since I held you tight, I just don't want nobody else. So put your lips on mine, leave them there till the morning shine. Lord, don't leave me by myself. Hey, lay a little loving on me. Lay a little loving on me. Honey, doggone it, I depend upon it. So lay a little loving on me. Let me hear you now. Lay a little loving on me. You gotta feel it, baby.
That's Robin McNamara. Lay a Little Lovin' on Me. He was on Broadway at the time, wasn't he, doing hair?
Yeah, he was definitely in
okay.
hair. I think he had the lead, as a matter
Is
of
that right?
fact.
Yeah. Jeff Berry has been with us past several sessions. Next we have Olivia Newton-John, song you wrote with Peter Allen. And
Yes.
what a beautiful tune. I
Thank you.
Honestly Love You, it was
Thank you.
called. Yeah.
Yes.
And how did that happen with Peter Allen collaborating with him?
Well, I was writing it with Peter for him, and we made a little demo, and Olivia heard it, and the rest is history. He never got a chance to cut it.
Maybe I hang around here a little more than I should. We both know I got somewhere else to go. But I got something to tell you that I never thought I would. But I believe you really ought to know. I love you. I honestly love you. You don't have to answer. I see it in your eyes. Maybe it was better left unsaid. This is pure and simple, and you must realize that it's coming from my heart and not my head. I love you. I honestly love you. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not trying to make you anything at all. But this feeling doesn't come along every day. And you shouldn't blow the chance when you've got the chance to say, I love you. I love you. I honestly love you.
Jeff Berry, thank you for stopping by, sharing your stories behind the hits that you've written and produced down through the years.
I enjoy being here this week with you, Jim.
Okay. Keep it straight ahead, and I'll see you on Monday. Along with Jeff, this is Jim Pewter. Bye-bye.